Ahoy there, I'm Gerry from Gerry's Son and the Smokin Gun, and what you're about to watch is a cheeky wee video of me and the Smokin Gun boys having a few drinks on Zoom and talking about the creation and production of our debut album, Cheap Dirty Love. Stay sexy.
Hello, my name is Ross, the drummer from the band Gerry's Son and the Smokin Gun. We're currently on our album talk-through, playthrough video, and this is a song about my entire life, and it's called Too Strange to Change. Enjoy.
Yes. Let's do it. Let's hear that chorus.
That's it. It's a fast chorus.
Yeah, I was getting it there, man. I was getting it.
I was just starting to get into that.
Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of that song, man?
Here it's
Awesome,
coming.
Man. Nice. And you get the big, stinging. It's a sharp guitar, that's a, I think that might be the maybe the SG, the white SG. White SG and the Les Paul, I think. There might be a Telecaster as well playing that clean part. Definitely SG. Sean, and that's the Strat, which is Strat.
Another really cool wee texture from the thing.
Yeah.
It's lovely, it's like a church organ behind that, you know. And then this Strat with the terrible. But it's like a simple church organ behind it.
Strange to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, never heard that before.
Hey. I've always got a glow up with me, man. Everywhere I go. And this is a Big Bad Wolf.
I love this part.
So there's a 4-part harmony behind this. Switch his ears. And then the next year. And there's a modulation of the voice here.
Man, it's solo. Big.
Ridiculous. And then whammy pedal. You can hear the glock there. It's just that
It's one of these things, Ross. Now you heard it, you'll never unhear it.
it's always there.
Never unhear it. I think for me, sorry man, on you go.
No, carry on, man, carry on.
For me, when we recorded this over the weekend, we recorded the drums over a Saturday and Sunday. This was one of the sort of, it was one of the tracks that stood out for me in terms of drum part. In the verse, we're playing a sort of quite a syncopated thing that goes along with the guitars for the first part of the verse, and then the second part.
Is it A and a B? I love that. Aye.
Definitely, man. Yeah, but it's sort of a homage to one of probably the most widely sampled drum beat ever, called the Amen break, which played by Gregory Coleman.
Is this for
the
your first one?
This was for both verses.
Let's see that.
So you've got this kind of syncopated thing going on.
All right, cool.
And then it goes to...
It changes for the next part, aye.
So you'll hear
it. And that's when the other guitar parts come in as well too.
So this part.
Yeah, it's a straight four. It's a straight four.
Yeah, definitely. But if you ever hear a song called Amen Brother by a band called the Winstons, there's a drum break in that called the Amen break, and it's probably the most famous drum part ever, and it's widely sampled in a lot of hip hop and breakbeat kind of stuff. And
it's
so
really
that was
familiar.
a homage to Gregory Coleman right there.
Nice.
Love it, man. So there's a couple of cool things about this song. When we were doing, I think I wrote the lyric for this song, or I think I maybe wrote the verses for it at the same time I wrote Pleasure Pursuits for our very first EP. I'm trying to think, what's the line? There's a line that's in it. I'm trying to think, there is another one except for the actual name of the song, because the phrase "too strange to change" comes up in Pleasure Pursuits. I think it's in like the second verse or something like that. But this is a song called "Too Strange to Change." I think I had that line for a long time before I ever got it into a song I was happy with. But I like to reference other songs in songs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like so.
I noticed you do that, and it's really cool. Yeah, I like it.
So it's like a canon, eh? So it's like, and sometimes you're referencing songs that you haven't even recorded yet. I did a song with a band I was in with Greg before. And we did a song called, the band was called Hooks and Crooks, and we did a song called Sneaky Fuckers was the name of the song, or Sneaky, and Roddy produced that song for us. And there's a line where I referenced night walking in it, because at the time I think I'd written the hook for night walking at the time and never done anything with it.
Yeah.
I think I demoed it and just hid it somewhere as I worked on more songs. But I referenced night walking. But I like that. There's a thing that we talk about music. It's a leaked motif, where it's a piece of music that creeps up throughout like a whole. It's usually a classical music thing, so it's like an opera. There'll be a like for instance in Star Wars, the a leitmotif could be dan 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 dan. So every time you hear that, you're like, right, that's a character, that's a bad guy, that's a recurring theme.
Entering.
Yeah.
So I think like we kind of did that with a lot of songs where there's maybe a big riff and it features in another instrument. You know, whether it be even the drums could be mimicking it at some points, I suppose. But that there's the glockenspiel part, which I don't know if Roddy can let you hear the glockenspiel part again. Ding ding. Oh, that's got a treatment on it.
Yeah.
So it's doing the kind of chord change, but then it comes into like a pattern here. That. And it's still doing the change then.
Nice.
So that happens in the solo. There's a part right away. I don't know if you can fast forward to the solo, Roddy. There's a part in the solo that has that. That's the kind of the lead motif for Too Strange to Change, I think. So you hear it there, but if you put the guitar solo and you hear it in the guitar solo here.
There doesn't appear to be anything during the guitar solo.
There you go. This is it here. So.
Oh yeah, sorry, the guitar part.
And then shoot it right off the board. So there's wee kind of parts where you reference things to keep it. It's, you know.
Yeah.
There isn't enough frets in your guitar to play that. you're like way up here. You're like, ridiculous. That's why I play slide sometimes as well, you know, just because you need an extra couple of frets, so you just back slide it, man. But yeah, man, some quality stuff in that. See the bass, can we isolate the bass in the verse, because Greg's playing some absolute monster slap bass there. Wow.
Again, it's pretty much just John Emerson type stuff.
Yeah. love that tone as well. It's
Oh,
the John
man,
Entwistle
yeah.
style. It's
Yeah.
dirty and clean at the same time. So
That
clear.
bass line's ridiculous. Like, I love it, man.
Aye.
Boston,
Boston, man. Boston.
That is a good line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Killer. But the drums, I love the drum tone in that, man.
Aye,
Can
drums
we-
sound amazing.
Aye, absolute monster, man. Absolute monster.
What part do you want to listen to?
See that the kind of the bit during the verse part B. There's the Strat plays this thing over the top, and I think we panned it left right, much like the slide guitar part in Blind Spot. I think we did a kind of kite, like as if it's like a kite flying above your head type thing.
What part
So
is it, sorry?
If you drop it in at the verse and halfway through the verse, you'll hear it in the lead guitar part.
Sorry, what part were you looking for, sorry?
That the lead guitar mix, you'll
Oh,
hear it there in the verse too. So it's like this is the Strat playing crazy whammy bar stuff. And and it's just insane. It's like it's just a treatment. It's like
Yeah.
I like to use the guitar sometimes as a thing. It doesn't sound like a guitar, you know. Like when I talk about playing slide, it's no. I love bluesy slide stuff. That's my kind of bread and butter in terms of slide. But when I use a slide in songs, I use it as like an effect, so that it's like it can be a kind of sci-fi type of thing. You'll hear that through my guitar parts with slides, but. I think the whammy bar is the same, you know. It's like I think when you play guitar, you can get into a habit of using it too much,
Yeah.
you know, and then you're relying on it. Guys like Jeff Beck are incredible with it. I would never, you know, that's a whole skill in its own. But I wouldn't want to rely on the trem arm, the vibrato arm, the whammy bar as my vibrato, you know. But I just think it's such a. And the thing is, I always use these. I always use your standard either 2-point or 6 screw. You know, you didn't need anything else. You just need standard setup, floating, and tune it to death. As long as everything's smooth and there's, you know, everything's ready to roll. It sounds great. You don't need a Floyd Rose or anything like that. You can get the crazy sounds, man. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was Too Strange to Change. Again, thanks for checking out this video. We are doing all the album songs for Cheap Dirty Love, and we're going to do a wee talk through for them all. So thanks again for checking out this video. The next track we are going to be doing
Just Sweet Charlie.
Just Sweet Charlie. There you go.
Mhm.
Just
Tune in
Sweet
for
Charlie.
that.
So thanks
Nice.
for tuning in to this one here, and
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
yeah, absolutely.
And check us out on social media.
Thanks, guys. Now.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks.